Deep in the heart of the Surrey countryside lies an extraordinary vet's practice.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna bring her straight through to prep. So you're gonna need to have a seat right there. You got a pulse yet?
Here, the hardest to treat pets from across Britain are given some of the most advanced procedures available anywhere in the country.
If we do the operation, although there's a high chance of success, it could fail.
The practice is the brainchild of one man, Noel Fitzpatrick.
All right, Bumble, let's give it a go. Oh, that's nice. Hey!
Known as the Bionic vet, Noel has invented countless operations to help heal sick animals.
Some people come and they expect you to work a miracle.
Please do what you can.
But most people come full of hope.
Since last year, the practice has been busier than ever.
Her stomach is literally expanding by the minute. If it gets really big, it's going to press on the lungs and stop her breathing.
As Noel continues to take on new challenges.
Come on, able to walk within 48 hours.
Fitzpatrick Referrals receives an average of 3 emergency cases a day.
We have a different mission or a different purpose to the general practice vet. If an animal has a problem that they can't deal with, then we will deal with it for them.
Like any emergency room, the practice has a team of surgeons who must be ready to respond to a host of different conditions.
You do the hip, I'll do the hernia.
Sometimes that's a traumatic event, being hit by a car, falling out of a tree, kicked by a horse. Day or night, vet can send us an emergency case.
8 o'clock in the evening, and Marissa and her family are bringing in their cat, Lara, who's been hit by a car.
Oh, sweetheart.
Lara belongs to 8-year-old Ellis.
She fell for Ellis and he fell for her.
I'm very lucky.
They're very good buddies, aren't you? And she spends all her time sleeping on your bed.
We took a shine to each other.
Yeah, you did.
Now, Lara, please. Sorry for keeping you guys. Hello, family. How are you? This is Lara. Oh, look how beautiful Lara is. Hi, Lara. Oh, let's put her up here.
Lara's injuries are the result of more than just a road accident.
Okay. So tell me what happened. Tell me what's going down here.
She'd been missing for 12 days.
Wow. You thought she'd run off or what?
We knew she'd hopped in the back of a delivery van.
Oh, you knew she had?
Outside. I didn't...
Ellis, is she an adventurer or what? She's an adventurer cat. My goodness. And then what happened?
He'd opened the back of his van at 10:30 at night and she'd run out and run off.
So how did she get found in the end?
Well, RSPCA were called out to her at the roadside 12 days after she went missing. In the process of laying there, she's been apparently mauled by a fox, has come along and picked her up and shaken her.
Well, Ellis, that wasn't much good end to the adventure, was it?
Always the outcome.
What do you mean always the outcome if you go on an adventure? It's not always a tragic ending, is it?
Okay.
We need a superhero to fly in now, Ellis. That's not me, by the way. I look very bad with red pants on the outside. Not me. No, come on, Lara.
Lara is taken away so the full extent of her injuries can be assessed.
Good girl. All right, great. So we can see, no, there's a puncture wound right here, so that's where some, oh dear. Looks like Mr. Fox was trying to get his teeth on little Lara. This is just flopping around in the breeze here.
Noel's immediate concern is a risk of infection from the suspected fox bite.
Let's run a full blood, and we need to give antibiotics IV as well. Mr. Fox, imagine that. Bloomin' heck. Right, let's see. All right, Ellis, let's look at this. Come on.
Oh, Lara.
This is what we're dealing with. So that's a fractured leg, broken leg, splintered. So this is Claude, my pussycat. I've had Claude for many years, and Claude helps me to explain to people. So here we go. This bone here, that's smashed to pieces. How many pieces can we count? We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Maybe, 7 pieces. Okay, So that's not good. This is exploded in 7 pieces. I mean, it's not the worst I've ever seen. I've seen pussycats with all 4 legs broken.
And you fixed that pussycat?
I hope so, yeah. I mean, what we... And then I'll be your mate forever. How old are you, Ellis?
I'm only 8.
I'm only 8, but I know all the secrets of the world already.
Lara's condition will be monitored overnight, and if she's stable in the morning, Noel will operate. In a practice with so many emergencies, keeping calm is crucial.
Oh, a spider crawling on your... Stop, stop, stop. Oh, it's huge.
Oh my God, it's massive.
Really?
It is... Look, that.
Wow. Look at the size of it.
It's morning, and there's a new emergency. A 7-year-old northern Inuit called Chief. Chief was being looked after by Pearl and her daughter Emma when he dislocated his hip.
What happened?
He shot into the garden.
When?
Monday night.
Then they heard this almighty squeal, and he managed to get himself back into the kitchen, and then he couldn't move. He just wouldn't lift himself up at all.
So you're looking after him for your sister who's on holiday?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is out of the blue. He was fine beforehand?
Yeah, absolutely fine beforehand, yeah.
Right. So why is he behind this cage? Is he vicious or no?
No, it's how we travelled him in.
Oh, I see. Okay. Hello, mate. Is he happy to greet me? Is he fine? Hey, Chief. Hi, buddy. Hey, mate. How are you? So he can't actually stand. He must be in quite a lot of pain then. But we're going to need to get some slings and stuff. Just give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay.
It was difficult because it was my responsibility and it was somebody else's animal. And that is really hard. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. It's really, really hard. You're thinking, now I've got to do the right thing and I've got to remember that it's going to cost money as well. You're thinking about that side of it too.
Okay, these are the 2 strongest people I have. All right, this is it. And believe me, they're strong. Much stronger than me, both of them. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay. You got him? Okay, let's move. Clear the van. All right, big fella. You got his head?
Yep, I've got
Good boy, Chief. So I can feel it crackling in there. Yeah, all right. Good boy, Chief. All right, we're going to take him through.
Yep.
While Noel continues to examine Chief, Pearl tries to get hold of Chief's owners, her sister and brother-in-law, who are away on holiday.
All the time it's going through my head. What's it going to cost? What's Jen and Nige going to say? Have they got insurance? And that was really bugging me.
Okay, guys, you can come in, please. Okay, so I've just had the X-ray pictures come through from your vet. You're right. The right hip has exploded. Sometimes we replace it and put a rope through the center, like where that rope is there.
Yeah. Right.
And other times we have to put in a hip replacement.
Chief is in pain, and the procedure he needs will be expensive. Noel calls the owners.
Hi, is that Nigel? Hi, Nigel. It's Noel Fitzpatrick here, the vet. We have Chief in with us at the moment, brought in by Pearl and Emma. Unfortunately, he's exploded his hip, so the thigh bone is no longer in the socket. Realistically, if we're talking about putting a rope in there to hold it in, you're probably going to be spending $3.5 to $4 grand, including VAT. And if we're talking about putting in a hip replacement in a dog his size, and he would need to stay here a few nights afterwards, you're probably talking in the region of $6 grand. What we'll do is we'll make him comfortable, and we'll make sure that he's not in pain. And then one of my colleagues will give you a ring back once you've had time for that to sink in. Okay, all right, take care. So he doesn't know what to do, or indeed if they can afford anything. So they may elect to do nothing.
I hope not.
Yeah. You know, and I'm definitely not recommending euthanasia, but they definitely have to. They can't vacillate. They have to make a decision.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys. Cheers. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Until Chief's owners come to a decision, His fate is undecided. Almost a quarter of us Britons are dog owners, including many of the vets at Fitzpatrick's. Everyone here shares this love of animals.
Hello, Fitzpatrick Referrals. Dolly speaking.
I love you. I'm not sure you love me, but I love you.
Vet Susan brings her dog Bertie into work every day.
Yeah, it's good having Bertie in the office. I think he actually loves coming into work. Yeah, he takes to it quite well. He just sits on his bed. He was brought in to be put to sleep, actually.
Sit. Sit. Did your mummy teach you no manners?
He was definitely a dog that was worth giving a chance to, and so I didn't end up putting him to sleep that day. And then obviously couldn't do it the next day, so he ended up coming home.
After 2 years, Bertie is very much part of the Fitzpatrick team.
Hey, buddy.
He's good company. When you're here late at night, he just comes, says hello, sits with you. It certainly reduces the stress levels.
I don't know what's in him, but he's got the worst appetite ever. He's ferocious. He would kill for chicken. How much weight have you lost, Bertie? The guys in the office are murder. They're constantly giving him treats.
He knows there's dog biscuits in the drawer. That's his sole purpose in life, is to get food.
He also knows you're going to feed him.
How could you not feed this face? Look at him.
Now 12 years old, Bertie is beginning to feel his age.
If I took him out for a walk, he'd slow down kind of after about 15 minutes, and then he'd be lame, and quite badly lame.
Yeah, his problem is in his back legs. There's a ligament inside the knee joint that can rupture. It just causes a lot of pain.
You're gonna come on. I think he knows he's not gonna make it. Come on. Hey? You gonna come on? Good boy. Good boy.
Susan has turned to Noel for help.
Susan is the kindest, sweetest, most amazing person I think I've ever met, actually, and I'm not saying that lightly. And she holds everybody's hand all of the time. And now it was time for someone to hold her hand.
Noel has agreed to operate on Bertie, but first he needs to investigate further.
Susan's little dog, I thought, was just coming in for surgery for both knees having ruptured the ligaments. He has really, really bad arthritis in his knees, and the kneecaps have popped out. So he now has ruptured ligaments and really bad arthritis and dislocated kneecaps. Additionally, he's thrown another spanner in the works because he has really bad arthritis on his front legs as well, affecting his elbows.
I know.
All right, this is not good. Let's have a look. All right, I've just had a look at those radiographs. This is a bad situation. Let me have a look. Were you aware of this kneecap issue?
Not really, to be honest with you.
No, I need all of them. Flip them. All right, buddy. So this is much worse than we had initially hoped. Let's go into my control. Right, suddenly you become the client. Obviously, it's not good when you become the animal guardian, is it?
No.
On the other hand, it does give you an appreciation for what people go through, right?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
The X-ray pictures and CT scans show there's something wrong with one of Bertie's spinal discs as well.
So not only have you hit me with the double whammy of cruciate ligament ruptures on both knees and then kneecap dislocation on both knees, but now you're hitting me with a spinal issue and bilateral elbow problems. What are you doing to my day?
Sorry.
This is not good.
I know. He's pretty bad on all four legs.
So if he has a disc blown in his lower back, that's going to directly influence recovery, and if he gets paralyzed as a result of that, then the knee surgery is going to be for nothing. So I'm going to do a CT scan on his lower back to check his disc, but if that CT scan tells me that that disc's really, really bad,
And we're in trouble.
you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick Referrals, can I help?
Mid-morning, and the waiting room is full of owners with booked appointments. Personal trainer Adam has brought in 3-year-old black Labrador Wilson.
He's had persistent lameness on his right leg, and that comes from, it was like a specific sports injury, if you like. So it was, he loves to play football with his sheepdog friend, Mr. Flodge, and he pulled up lame one day playing football. Bouncy, bouncy, come on. 2, 3, 4, come on, snap, snap, 5. Slowly does it. Wilson and his brother Ryder are working dogs. They're my assistants. I do home visits around Berkshire and the Thames Valley. So obviously I deliver PT to the client, and these two generally come and get biscuits and sleep and have fun. And we just want him to be right, really, so he can gallop about and have fun and play a bit more football. I've got Wilson. I'm your 11:30.
Is it you who's the fitness instructor, fitness trainer?
Personal trainer.
So, if somebody like me has just gone down 4 sizes, wanted to tone up,
Yeah.
what would I need to...
Weights.
Pole dancing, Karen.
No, not pole dancing. OK? So, weights, especially if you're over 30 and you're female.
Do you think I'm over 30?
I presume you are.
I'm 28 and a half, I have you know. I've had a hard life.
Weights.
Hi,
Hello.
got Wilson with you.
Yeah.
I'm Mike.
Adam,
Hi.
hi, hello.
Nice to meet you, Adam.
Wilson will be seen by senior vet surgeon Mike Farrell.
Yeah, I'll just get you to describe in your own words just the nature of the problem.
Right, OK, so he's here for his right leg, for persistent lameness. He's got a bit of a lump right there, you can see.
OK.
Most likely related to a specific injury that I was there for. So he loves to play football with all his sheepdog friends. And he sort of, they do like a twisting, skidding turn, don't they?
Yeah.
Quite a lot. So he did a big skidding turn, yelped a bit, and wouldn't walk on his foot.
OK, 1, 2, 3.
Well, it's a bit sore.
4. Everything so far feels good. OK, that's us done. You can grab a seat if you like. The most likely diagnosis for him is something related to that puffy, swollen area on the wrist on the right-hand side. The same tendon which is affected in people who fall off a snowboard. So he might have the dog equivalent of that condition. The condition in dogs has an incredibly long name, which is called stenosing tenosynovitis of the abductor pollicis longus tendon. The longest name of any orthopedic condition in dogs. It's really rare. You might see one every 2, 3, maybe even 4 years. Hello.
Mike is going to use shockwave therapy on Wilson, the same technology that's used for human sports injuries.
The specific dog function comes from the fact that they've printed a paw on the top of the unit. If it was a hoof, then it would be an equine unit.
High-intensity sound waves stimulate the healing process.
This will take 30 or 40 seconds.
Bubble on your back, bang, proper, 11, and it's like, oh my God, one more, 12.
Let me get the pose. So what is it?
OK, so...
I wanted to copy you.
Right, so stand reasonably wide.
Getting a free PT session
Arms
here.
up.
OK.
Take a big step forward.
The treatment doesn't take long, but Wilson takes a while to steady himself afterwards.
Come on then, big boy. Oh. Still a bit sluggish.
Oh, there he is. Oh, look at his little bandage.
Dad, they've given me something. I've been doped.
Tell her to do those exercises 3 times a week, all right?
I will, thank you very
3 times a week, warm up.
OK, no, I will.
In 4 weeks, you'll start to feel stronger and your shape will start to change if you stop eating sugar.
Okay.
One-year-old Lara's leg was shattered when she was hit by a car. She's about to be operated on, but before Noel can begin, Lara has to be shaved and sedated.
Let's go. There's nearly always a family waiting for every animal we operate on to go home. But I guess in this case it's particularly poignant because all I can think about is that little boy, Ellis, waiting for his friend to come home.
When she went missing, I felt kind of lonely because I didn't have someone who was always there for me and always had fun with me, and so I was quite alone.
To save Lara's leg, Noel needs to join together the 7 fragments of bone.
The problem is that in the middle, all the bits are crushed. Literally, this bone has exploded. And now, the top and bottom bit just meet at a single point like that. Nightmare.
But as Noel starts to sort out the pieces, there's a problem.
Oh, man. Hold that. Hold that quick. Talk to me, ladies. Her heart is beating at double the rate it should be. We can't continue like that. We're going to give her some special fluids to try and bring that down. I'm working as fast as I can here. This is a very bad situation right now. Are we in trouble? Nightmare heart rate, not good.
The nurses work quickly to stabilize Lara. Her heart rate is brought back under control.
You just got to keep going because we can't wake her up and just leave her leg hanging off. Just buy me 10 more minutes.
Noel uses a metal plate to hold all the fragments together.
The exploded bits will eventually join together again. The plate should hold it while they all heal back together and form one complete bone.
Chief, the northern Inuit, needs an operation to mend his dislocated hip, which costs thousands of pounds. He injured himself when Pearl and her daughter Emma were looking after him.
What happened to him? He ran down the garden after a fox and then just squealed.
Chief's owner, Pearl's brother-in-law, is still on holiday. Noel needs his permission to operate.
I was more traumatized by Chief's particular situation than I had been for a long time with any patient, because not all of the people who were making the decisions were in the room. And for me, the single biggest thing is that animal suffering? And Chief was suffering. I wanted to provide him a solution that would get him out of pain right now. But I couldn't, and my hands were tied.
Please come with me, please.
Just as Pearl is leaving the practice, she receives a message from her brother-in-law.
I need to speak to somebody to take a phone call from the owners of the dog.
Right.
It's not good.
Do they not want us to treat?
Can you send in Chief, please? Chief's mum. Yeah. Hiya. Come on in. Hi, sorry about the delay. I was in operating. Now, so have you spoken to them again then? Is that the situation?
They've had a discussion and they've decided they can't afford to do it, so they need to put him to sleep. But they want to keep him alive till his son gets here Monday.
Yeah, I know.
That is not
That's
realistic.
the face that I pulled as well.
It's not necessary to put Chief to sleep. This is a fixable situation.
Yeah, exactly. I know that it's a lot of money. I understand that. See, I wouldn't look at it like that. I can't look at it at the money. I can only look at it as a living animal, and it's well, it's fit apart from having an accident.
And to be fair, he's probably a great guy. He's just in a turmoil because he has no money, he doesn't know what to do, and he's trying to do his best.
Yeah.
What I need him to do is calm down, have a think. We're going to keep Chief comfortable, and he's got to meet me in the morning. I know you're going through a hell of a time with that, but look, we'll do what we can, yeah? We'll do what we can. He still had his whole life ahead of him, and that was why I was so convinced that doing the operation was the right thing to do, because I could fix him.
Northern Inuit Chief has a dislocated hip and is in significant pain. Noel is waiting to find out if the owners are able to pay for the hip operation. If they can't afford to go ahead, Chief may have to be put down. Back from holiday, owners Nigel and Janice are here to make a decision.
They have the legal right to ask me to put him to sleep because he's their dog. He's not my dog.
I must say, we haven't got insurance, so for us it was a lot of money to find. Do you pay the money or do you get rid of the poor thing?
Hey, don't get up, don't get up. Come on in, guys, come on in, come on in, come on in. Do you want to come up here and sit here? Come up here and sit here. All right, Chief, you gotta stay there. Come and sit here.
It's the first time Nigel and Janice have seen Chief since his accident.
Good boy, good boy. Well done. He's like, Mum and Dad are back.
Oh, your tongue's got a funny colour in it.
He's been so stressed.
Yeah.
And he's been in quite a lot of pain. I'm gonna give you a few minutes, okay?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Making himself all hot. He can't pick you up, no. Too big, isn't it?
We're gonna go back up to my room. Thank you, Kim.
Thanks.
Okie doke, here we go. You all right?
Now I've seen
Yeah?
him.
You feeling better
Now
after
I've
seeing
seen him, yeah.
Good. You all
Really
right?
makes a difference.
Yeah, everything better?
Yeah.
Good man. I know that you're going through an horrendous journey here, but I absolutely do need to know if... I mean, I need a definitive decision, really, that we're either going to put him to sleep or we're going to go ahead and do the operation.
It wasn't until we got to see Noel himself and see Chief that you start thinking differently now. You've seen Chief, seen how he is and the poor state he's in, and you start thinking, OK, it's a lot of money, but then he is part of the family. He's like a kid to you, really. You don't want to see him hurt or come to any harm. So in the end, we spoke to Noel, and he reckoned the best option was to have the operation.
How are you feeling about that now? I mean, having seen him?
Yeah, it's got to go ahead, I think.
Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
You want me to go
Yeah.
ahead?
Yes.
You do want me to go
Definitely.
ahead?
Yeah.
Good man. All right, well done. You're a good man. I know this is tough for you, mate. I know it's tough. All right, darling.
Right, thank you very
Okay.
much.
You're welcome. Good man. Mark will take care of him.
To make Chief's treatment possible, Noel has made a rare exception.
Okay. It was clear that the family couldn't afford what it would normally have cost to do Chief's operation. So I chose to make a particular financial arrangement with them because I didn't want him to be put to sleep.
Chief will now be able to have the operation. Late afternoon, and Noel is examining Bertie's scans, and it's looking serious.
Oh. They're much worse than I thought, much worse than I'd hoped. This should just be a round disc with no bone around it, but we can see this jigsaw puzzle of bone around there. And more importantly, we can see this very narrow channel here right here, which is actually smaller than the tip of a pen. So that is the space for the nerve. I didn't think going into this that we were going to be having a potential euthanasia on our hands, but now we are. Where's Susan?
For a dog of Bertie's age, spinal surgery is a major procedure.
Excuse me. You all right? Right, we gotta go. Conundrum 1.
But for Noel, the question is whether it may be too much to put Bertie through any surgery at all.
He's 12.
Mm-hmm.
How long would you expect him to live?
Probably not too much longer. I would hope maybe another year or two.
I can fix his knees and get him out of pain, but his spine may or may not respond to steroid injection.
Yeah.
And if we inject his spine and fix his knees and it doesn't work out, we'll still have to put him to sleep. But my advice is that we go for it on the knees, inject his spine, hope for the best, and try and give him 1.5 to 2 years. But it needs to be your decision.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta decide, Susan.
Yeah. No, I think it's worth a shot. I think it's better giving him a little bit of a chance rather than just leaving him as is. Thank you.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
Right, let's go.
As Bertie's prepped for surgery, the Fitzpatrick team rally around.
The back portion of your brain obviously can walk through the procedures and understand what's going to happen, but then there's the portion of you that just doesn't really think logically and just lets kind of your emotion get in the way.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Everybody in the practice right now will be wondering what's happening to Bertie. Actually, it's a big honor that Susan would allow me to operate on her dog. She actively chose me, and I don't take that lightly. Good. All right, let's make this happen. Are we okay, guys?
Noel has to reorganize Bertie's bone structure by adding metal plates and reconstructing the whole knee joint. And for a 12-year-old dog, a general anesthetic is potentially risky.
So far the anesthetic's stable, but that may all change when I cut.
Stable at the moment.
All right, you all over it, Freya?
All over it.
Here we go.
Bertie's heart rate becomes erratic.
Time is of the absolute essence, and we're in a race against time here. If we lose him under anesthetic, it'll just be absolutely awful.
The team administer another epidural to get Bertie back on track.
Are you still ventilating him or no?
No.
He's breathing for himself?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's really stable.
Good, well done. Right, so Bertie wasn't breathing for himself as well, which was an added complication, but now his anesthetic's much more stable, so I can crack on.
Susan can't keep away.
Yes.
Jumping.
Right, everything's fine, by the way.
You just worry about him because he is a really, really sweet dog. Just nice and sweet. I'm going to cry. But yeah, no. Just good. It's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, just...
Noel and his team are under pressure to work fast.
All right, line me up, Ben. Talk to me. Stop. Oi! That hand stays there. That knee stays there. Tell me when they're parallel. 2 goalposts. Talk to me.
Yeah. Very passionate about what he does and what he believes in, and his work. That's his force, and it's a real force.
The kneecap is supposed to be in a groove. Unfortunately, there's no groove in Bertie. Look, if you look there, there's no groove left. It's just all flat. So I'm gonna have to make a groove. Oh, don't come smiling to me.
I know.
I'm not finished yet. Don't jinx me.
Really?
What do you need?
Nothing.
All right, I'm nearly finished. Hold it there.
Okay, grand, thanks.
We spend all our days looking after everyone else's dogs, so when we get one of our own to look after, it has to be extra special.
Lots of methadone, good night's sleep, a chicken the moment he wakes up, he'll be happy.
Right, have you got the rads?
The post-op X-ray pictures are back.
Kneecap is nice and central on both. Screws look really good.
I think they look nice.
Nice.
As
I
in
give you
your
my
repair.
best work, and you tell me nice.
Yeah.
I give you my greatest work, and you tell me nice. It's not very appreciative.
It's amazing, thank you.
It's perfect.
Noel is a tremendous veterinary surgeon, but not so good at life every now and again.
I know, I gave you a lot of shit today, didn't I? So I had to run out to the garage.
It's like a finely tuned car, a Ferrari.
I'll bust your bleeding head in. You looking at my bicycle?
The driver of the car is this insane Irishman that shouldn't have a license.
The crazy uncle you don't invite to weddings.
I'm smelly and I live like a student. I've taken one holiday in the last 15 years.
I don't think he's been in a supermarket in 3 years. He just regards that as wasted time. He could be operating a patient instead of doing the weekly shop.
Chief, the Northern Inuit, is being prepared for a major operation to fix his dislocated hip. It's a procedure that requires an extensive team and specialist equipment.
It's 10 o'clock tonight, and we're about to go and try and fix Chief. There's 3 vets in there, 3 nurses in there. There's 3 nurses in resus on another patient there. There's 2 kit people. There's 4 night nurses. And there's 2 other vets on the premises. None of that comes for free. This one's going to be tricky because the muscles are not going to be where they're supposed to be. Ready to rock and roll? Here we go.
Hip surgery is a complex and far from delicate procedure.
Okay, so this is the head of the thigh bone. This is where the ligament was shredded when Chief ran after the fox. And as you can see, it's just hanging on by a piece of muscle here. Anyway, it's got to go.
The head of the thigh bone will be replaced, along with the socket it fits into.
Here's the new cup I'm going to put in Chief's hip. It's got a metal backing that the bone will grow onto, and a plastic liner into which we will put the head.
It takes Noel 2 hours to secure the new implant.
He's got a huge thigh bone. It's the size of a small horse, I suppose. Move back, everybody out. The thigh bone is here, the hip bone is here. That's the new socket, that's the new head. Now, when I put this hook under the thigh bone, I can literally lift Chief off the table. That's how solid that is. So at the moment, that looks beautiful.
It's 12:45 a.m. and Chief has a brand new hip. It's Noel's 5th operation of the day, and his work is finally done. Bertie, the practice dog, has been confined to the ward since his knee surgery.
Hey!
Bertie!
Now Susan and Porrig have a challenge.
Come on, Bertie.
Hey, take off your little collar.
Feel a little bit emasculated here.
If they can get Bertie to walk around the paddock, Noel will allow him back up in the office.
Right, mate, come on. It's time to shine.
But he needs tempting.
Not only are we getting chicken, we're getting organic chicken. Bertie.
Brett.
Oh, the tail. Look at the tail going. Come the steps.
Come on.
Come on.
Good boy.
Oh,
Good
well
boy. Good boy. Look at you go.
Well done.
Now.
You're just pretending. You're only breaking into a sprint here. Well done.
No.
He reminds us every day, really, about how much we affect other families that come to see us with their dog.
You're the best, aren't you?
Very good.
Because he's the dog of our family.
Good boy.
Over the following months, Bertie continues improving.
He's not lame at the end of walks. He's not crying when I pick him up or move him about the place. So for me, yeah, that's a pretty big improvement and a huge change to his life.
Football-mad Wilson and PT instructor Adam have come back for their 3-week checkup.
What's your weight loss then?
Stones. I've lost stones.
Yeah, shall I point his bottom towards you? Now, here we go. Feels good. It almost feels like normal. You're free to go.
Okay, that's good. So we've got an all clear to go back to full contact football, as it were. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Get your ball!
You know, his friends would be sort of texting me, you know, does Wilson want to come out and play football? And I felt really bad for him, saying, oh, you know, he can't really come out, you know, he has to rest, he has to rest, he has to rest. Is that your ball? You know, we come here most mornings now, and before it'd just be walking, wait. They'd be like following me around, looking for their ball, wanting to know where their ball is, when can they play football. Where's the game, Wilson? And now, yeah, we're just back to normal, you know. It's top notch. It's really good stuff.
8-year-old Ellis and his family have arrived to collect his cat, Lara. It's been 3 days since Noel fixed her fractured leg with a metal plate.
Oh, you're up. Hi. Hey, Lara, how you doing, babe? You're looking stronger. Much stronger. Let's have a little look here. Oh, you're doing well on that, aren't you? Doesn't seem to be bothering you too much, eh? Now, just sit down, Lucy, there. Thank you.
Hey, Mama. You look good.
There we go.
Hello, sweet.
Hi, everybody. As you can see, her back end looks much better.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is she needs a collar on.
Oh, no.
Or she doesn't like it, but she has to have it. I've done my bit. It's time for you to do your bit.
Since Lara came home, Ellis has kept his promise to Noel.
Lara is a very strong fighter cat because probably no other cat would be able to live through that. She's a survivor. Maybe. Come on.
Ellis was brilliant. Sat by the cage and just talked to her.
Fishy, all time.
I think that's helped her heal quicker.
She can't stay out. She has to go back in soon. I've learnt to never give up hope and keep better care of pets. Come on, little ball. If they get really badly injured, they lose 1 life. So if they get badly injured 9 times, they lose all their lives. Game over.
Have you seen the size of this spot that's on my chin? It's massive, isn't it?
It looks flipping sore, though.
It looks like a panic button.
Chief had his life-saving hip operation just 5 days ago.
We're going to see Chief now. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. I think he's actually using it. That's fantastic. Go into the field, please.
The whole family have come to collect him, including Nigel's son, Stephen.
Yeah, it was really hard. Being so far away, couldn't sleep or anything, couldn't eat properly, just worrying all the time.
Unbelievable. That's exactly why I have to give all of the animals all of the options. There's a time and a place for death, and that was neither the time or the place.
Yeah.
No.
There we go.
Come on, buddy, look who's here.
He couldn't use his leg before.
Chief.
You don't know to go too fast.
Chief's recovery has brought the family back together.
Hopefully he's got through the worst of it now, and Chief is on the road to recovery, and we can both see a good few years together.
Chiefy boy. Stop setting in.
It makes you realise just how much you do help one another. And I think that's what Chief's shown us.
I'm so pleased for you guys. That's why we do what we do.
Can't
Thank you very much. No, that's fine. Go.
Next time, Noel deals with a nervous French bulldog who can't be separated from his owner.
As soon as we walk away, he gets extremely anxious. And I'm worried about him because I know he is a worrier.
A cat faces amputation.
Oh, man. That's a disaster.
And Noel has to use one of his unique inventions.
Hate this bit. Right, here we go.
You'll be Bionic.